What's up with it? It's your boy J2 Times. You're on another episode of Tea Time with 2 Times. And it's another solo episode. So you finna get everything that's on my mind, boo. Let me start off by putting it all on the floor. So let me start off by saying I'm noticing that we're in this clock it era, right? We're all clocking it. Love that, right? But here's the thing. I'm starting to see straight niggas use it, and then they starting to be like, yeah, what the bad bitches do, clock it. What the girls say, clock it. No, boo. Newsflash, that's punk lingo. That's for the gays, boo. We use that. We started that. And this is a history lesson to y'all. I know y'all probably don't. Y'all just think it's regular lingo. Clock it, clock. Bitch, that's for the punks. That's gay, black, ballroom culture, period. You want to know where it's from? That's exactly where it's from. Ballroom culture, where they be voguing down and they have houses. Yeah. So that's not, shout out to the girlies, but that's not the women. The women didn't come up with that, boo. So for you niggas out there, I'm starting to see a lot of clock it's. You know what I'm saying? Just know that's punk lingo. And you respect the punks if you're going to say clock it. I don't want to hear no homophobic ass niggas saying clock it, boo. None. Hello? Baby, if you're going to clock it, respect the community. Know where it's from. So that's how I wanted to start off and put that on the floor. Hello? Second thing is, also, if you gon' use it, boo, watch Paris is Burning. They got it on HBO Max and on YouTube. Hello? You can watch it on both. It is about ballroom, gay black ballroom culture. And they say clock it. They were saying clock it in the 80s. The guys been on to the lingo, but we been doing this. You just started. You think it's TikTok. You think it's going viral. You think it's cute, baby. This is a lifestyle of ours. This ain't no joke. This ain't no mimic, boo. Period. So clock that. Hello? Now, next thing on the list is, baby, have y'all been seeing my girl Sierra? The goodies not even in the jar no more, baby. The goodies is busting out the jar. Hello? I'm talking about my girl is getting thick. What, I think she 4 kids in now? Sierra, baby. You, it's giving wife. It's giving sexy ass bitch. It's giving bad ass bitch, boss ass bitch, dancing ass, leveling up ass bitch. Hello? Baby, you went from goodies to a mama. Like, you can still be a mama keeping the goodies in the jar, but your goodies still looking the fuck good. Hello? I've been seeing my girl scrolling down my TL. I'm like, girl, baby, Cece from Riverdale doing what needs to be done, hun. So, yeah, basically, Sierra, please, I need the prayer. I need that prayer on, you know what I'm saying, how you got your Prince Charming, because these niggas is poo. It's a lot of frogs out here. You got your Prince. Give us the prayer. But secondly, that ass prayer, give us the regimen, give us the workout, give us the Pilates class, give us all of that, because we need it. And I want it. You know, I already got a little something back there, but want some more. Hello? Hello. Okay, so that was just a little start of what's been banging on my mind these past couple of days. Had to get that off. So now, let's get into it. I'm actually really excited to talk about this because a couple of episodes ago, I definitely talked about it. And what I said came true. What I said came true. So we are talking about the live taping of the Netflix Pop the Balloon. So it released on April 10th, and I watched it. Literally, y'all, I literally said a couple of episodes ago, I was like, after reading about it, I just feel like, no tea, no shade. We all know Pop the Balloon is a black ass show. Hello? Pop the Balloon is a black ass show. Point blank, period. When they originated it on YouTube, the two producers, the married couple, I can't think of their name right now, but that married couple, they are the starters of the shit. And that is a black ass show. It's for us, by us. Literally everybody on that hoe be black and lit and good looking. Okay, cool. Well, babe, Netflix got a hold of it. And when I tell you, I literally said this. I said, from what I read, Netflix not trying to brighten up the place. Bitch, they trying to whiten up the place. And when I tell you, when they released that trailer, baby, white. Legit. And then when I watched the episode, I'm like, God damn. I don't even think this give DEI, bitch. This give like one black person and the rest, y'all know what we doing. Like, but what was cute, let me start out by saying the cute things that they had going on. I like that when the show first started, they had the original host from YouTube. She was on there and she knocked on the door for Yvonne Orji. Really cute. Both of them looked great. It was a really cute interaction. Baby, I have to give Yvonne Orji her 10s. I think she did amazing as a host. I think she did, like, bitch, she exceeded what I thought she was gonna do. Like, she kept everything together. Her jokes was funny. Like, she kept it real light, real cute, made sure everybody was still on track. Like, hey, if you pop the balloon, what you pop the balloon for? And she was really getting down to the T, like, being her full self. Like, she still kept, if this makes sense, she still kept like the black woman presence still in the building. Like, she was like, oh nah, what you popped the balloon on him for? Or like, what was this for? Like, she was getting the tea and she was really getting to the bottom of it. So I actually like her as the host for the Netflix series of Pop the Balloon. She did a great job. My girl, you looked cute too. So what I do like is that all the women for this taping, we're all like late 20s, early 30s. I want to say late 20s to late 30s at that. I think they had a woman on there that was like 36. Real cute. You know what I'm saying? Real cute. All the women were beautiful. Shout out to those women. They were really pretty. Cause I be feeling a lot of these, like the little other, like the other Pop the Balloons that's not the main one, I feel like they be like way younger. And it be like, the dating shows when they way younger don't be hitting the same when people be older, because I feel like you more mature, your mind is more expanded, your horizons are more broad. Like, it just hit better when the dating contestants are older. So now, let's get into it. So, the first dater, they had Johnny Bananas from like, if you a 90s kid, you know who Johnny Bananas is. If you from like the Real World, Road Rules, the Challenge type of world, literally, he comes from there. Very familiar. He on damn near all the episodes, especially for the Challenge. Baby, it was super creep vibes. Like, he came on very creepy. Like, he came on with a bush, and he was looking through the bush trying to see the girls. When I say every single girl popped their balloon, they all popped their motherfucking balloon. And it was like, you are Johnny Bananas. Why are you doing these? Like, what is he giving? They popped the balloon. And he was like, when Yvonne asked him like, hey, baby, what was your reason? All of them said the same thing. They was like, it was too creepy. It was too creepy. He came on real weird. Like, and it was, y'all. If you watched it, it was like, baby, what's going on? Shit, I was at home and I almost grabbed the damn balloon myself and popped it. Cause what was really going on, it was too weird. The energy was off. It was like, you stick to the Challenge in the Real World and the Road Rules type shit, because this pop the balloon situation was not for you, which is another reason we should have just kept it. Okay? So, the very next person, they had, y'all, before I say this, because this is going to matter. So one of the girls, she was like one of the youngest girls. She was actually 23. I know I just talked about it being older, but she slipped through the cracks, right? Cute girl. She was a white girl. And she kept making it known. Her name was Evita. And she was like, hi, I'm Evita. I'm 23. I'm a bottle girl. I do night service, so bottle girl bartending. She made sure she let us know. So when Johnny came, she literally had the fucking nerve. They was like, oh, okay, so why don't you like him? She was like, he's not my physical type. He's not my physical type. And Yvonne was like, okay, what's your physical type? She talking about black. So my thing is, Bitch, cool, right? But it give like the white girl that go after the black boys, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It gave like, I work in nightlife just so I can get like the black boys. And it was like cringy for sure. Cause it was like, oh boo, like the way you said it was giving like, that's your fetish. You don't really like them niggas for real. You just be wanting to hop on it. Now, remember that. Boom. So the next dude comes, his name is Keith. It was tough to watch, Keith. Shout out to you for putting on for the black men. And y'all, when the nigga came on, his shirt, this nigga had on like this see-through shirt with like gold on it. He seemed like a cool dude. The shirt was not it. When I say them bitches popped that motherfucking balloon, like it, girl, like no other. It sounded like popcorn. They was popping that damn balloon, and literally when she would ask like, what's going on? They was like, his shirt ugly. His shirt ugly. His shirt ugly. It was giving everybody the motherfucking ick. So it kind of was like, oh, y'all. It was really tough to watch, but he was real cool. He was a real cool dude. He wasn't weird. It was just like, my boy, you should have wore a different shirt and some different shoes, because the outfit was definitely giving 2014 realness. Do you hear me? So, needless to say, they popped their balloon on him. And then the black girl, so they had one black girl on there. And you know what? One girl, she looked mixed. It was giving racially ambiguous. So, but the girl that was actually black, beautiful girl. But my girl comments was kind of like, friend, let's get it together. So basically, she was just like, she fired his ass up and was like, yeah, shit, I ain't know his hairline was receding. And then I'm like, damn, bitch, like, you supposed to be holding it down. Like, if they would have fired him up, I would have understand. But to me, I'm like, girl, why the fuck is you firing him up like that on this platform? Like, come on now. I expect that from them white girls, the Latina girls. But girl, you the only black girl on the show, and you firing this nigga up for real. Now, come on now. Come on. I was like, girl, it's kind of not giving. So she fired him up. They all, y'all, I feel so bad. They all kicked that nigga ass to the curb. Do you hear me? It was like, damn, friend, you had one job. The job was not completed. It was bad, y'all. Whew. The next data, bitch. I ain't gonna lie. The next one, Chase. Black, mixed dude. He's black, though. He is black. But to give you a visual, if you have not watched it, also racially ambiguous. So it give like, he black, but it's like the hair is black, but it give like the features is definitely white. Handsome dude, for sure. And y'all, he had everything going. He was handsome, well-traveled. He a pro boxer, a free spirit. The nigga liked to cook. The nigga said he even went to school for marriage counseling. And he's also from the show Too Hot to Handle on Netflix. But here's the only thing, bitch. They was popping their balloons because they was like, he looked like a bad boy. He too this, he too like. It was shit like, he too attractive and I don't want to watch him get punched. Mind you, these bitches, hey, they did not pop their balloon. They had to force themselves to pop the balloon because all of them, he was talking for like 15 minutes, nobody popped it. And then I figured out that like the white girl who was like, I like black boys, it was given like, girl, you don't really like black boys for real. You like the racially ambiguous boys. It give you still kind of anti-black for sure. You just want the ones with the black hair, but like the white faces. If you watch the show, you understand what the fuck I mean by that. Like, if that boy didn't have, like, if he was to cut his hair off, you'd be like, damn, that's a white boy. Cute though. I'm not mad at it. But girl, you don't like black boys for real. Come on now. So the funniest shit that he did though was definitely like, he lined two of the girls up. It was the last two, and he was definitely like, I got two questions for y'all. So they like, what's the questions? Bitch, why he asked them who been flown out to Miami or Dubai? So all them bitches was like, what you mean? What you mean? We don't know what you mean, huh? Bitch, I know exactly why he asked y'all that motherfucking question. And Yvonne Orji even busted out laughing whenever he asked that question. And they all like, what you mean? What you mean? Bitch, y'all know what happened when a bitch, allegedly, y'all know the Dubai rumors. If you don't know the Dubai rumors, bitch, lean in a little bit. So, girl, apparently, when it comes to the Dubai girlies, they be saying them rich-ass men be shitting on them for money. That's what I heard. That's just what the streets told me. They be saying that them niggas be shitting on them girls for all of their money. That's how they be coming back from Dubai rich than a motherfucker from them niggas. That's why the fuck he asked them who been to Dubai. You want to know who had been shat on, okay? You not slick. You not slick. But that was a great question though, Chase, because I sure was in that hoe like, oh, okay now. Okay, because I wanted to know the T too, like, bitch, who been flown to Dubai? Don't freeze up now. And I feel like it was about 8 girls. One of them been flown to Dubai because they all got quiet as fuck. And they was, what you mean? Bitch, you know exactly what he mean. You know what the fuck going on. So that was the end of Chase. He ended up not getting nobody because they was like, we love you too much, but no, type shit. So the next one, this dude named Braden, y'all. He was 24 years old. He said he owned a winery. No, he worked at a winery and he owned a cowboy hat business where he basically branded cowboy hats, right? Okay. The thing with him was he said like he really didn't know what he wanted, y'all. Not nigga, because girl, he was white. Y'all know what the fuck I mean now. He didn't know what he wanted. And he basically was in that hoe like, yeah, I just want a cool girl. I want this, I want that. But y'all, this the part that got me. My fellow sister, my beautiful black sister on there. It was a little crazy, some of the shit you was saying. Y'all, mind you, love you down, girl, you're gorgeous. She was like 35. This bitch gonna say, yeah, so I like for the boy, he was a cute little white boy, but he was real like green looking. Like he basically looked like he wasn't no rowdy rough boy or none of that. He looked like he was a good guy. She was like, I like for my men to look like they kill people. Bitch, at 35, we didn't get over the bad boy phase. Like, we still in the bad boy phase at 35. At 35, you like for your niggas to look like they kill people? What? Girl, you supposed to did all of that in your 20s. You were supposed to do all of that in your motherfucking 20s. God forbid the right man come to you. Because you gonna say, fuck him, what the niggas that look like they kill people at? That was crazy to me, boo. Not gonna lie to you, because I'm like, 35, you supposed to be on your good, you supposed to be, I like the good boys now. Yeah, I like the handsome niggas. And none of them, to be for real, none of them niggas was ugly. Like, they was all cutie patooties type shit. But it wasn't no niggas on there looking like they kill people. And it was like, girl, just say you want a hood nigga. That's it. You not finding that on Netflix, boo. You need to go on The Real Pop the Balloon. And they don't even have hood niggas there for real. It be like reformed hood niggas. That's what you supposed to be right now, bitch. You supposed to be in your reformed hood nigga phase. You not supposed to be wanting no real hood niggas right now. Bitch, that's them YNs. You keep that there. We want the real reformed hood niggas that got businesses, that's owning shit, that's doing shit with their lives for real. How that was a little sad, friend. I'm not gonna lie, girl. I was like, girl, not at 35. Girl, bitch, that, come on now. Then the funniest part, that shit was crazy. The funniest part, one girl was like, he too young for me. He was like, you too old for me. Bitch. He fired her ass right back. He fired her ass up right back. He like, you too old for, that's a little too out of my age range. Bitch, mind y'all, I told y'all everybody there was they was late 20s to late 30s. Bitch, they all got the popping motherfucking balloons. He had them fucked up. They, But I was like, bitch, you shouldn't have told him that. He ain't say nothing about age at first. He didn't say not one thing about age. Baby, he was cute though, but just a little on the immature side. So friend, I definitely think when you get about 28, 29, I think you need to go back on a dating show again and be ready for it. You just got to mature a little bit. That's all that was. In the last boy, y'all, I felt so bad for him, but I get it. So he came out, I don't know if y'all seen on social media, if y'all look at the clips, one of the dudes, he runs out on the stage and the black girl literally tosses up her fucking balloon and pops that bitch like that. When I say it's the funniest thing in the motherfucking world, she threw that bitch up and said, she popped that bitch with no hesitation. Y'all, she did that on the last dude and they all popped it. She wasn't the only one. She just popped that hoe the funniest. They all popped it and he was a cutie, but he was just different. If you watched it, you understand exactly what the fuck I mean when I say different. It was just different. His behavior was definitely on the different side. I think it was unique, very unique. Watch the episode, you're gonna get what I'm saying. But definitely, it gave like, hey, it was a sense of neurodivergency. And I can say that, I'm an ADHD hottie, you know what I'm saying? ADHD down to the ground right here. So it kind of gave like that type of behavior, and I don't think the girls were ready for like neurodivergent and or like spectrum behavior. This is all just based on opinion. This is not fact. If you watch it, you know what I'm saying? You will understand that there was a little, you know, I could see if somebody was to ever be like, hey, you know, it gave neurodivergency. Cause yes, and I feel like his behavior, and Yvonne Orji did a great job. He was like, I'm nervous. She was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm here. Don't be nervous. I'm here with you. Like I said, bomb ass host. He just needed to calm down. And I think his behavior, I think, not to say he doesn't have a right to be on the show. I don't think those girls were ready for the behavior that he displayed. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down, baby. Basically, yeah, it was given like, oh, friend, no, but search in your region, within your spectrum, within your area. That's kind of what it gave, okay? So that is my full review on the very first live Netflix taping of Pop the Balloon. Like I said, Yvonne Orji, amazing guest. The girls were all pretty. The guys were cool, but definitely didn't brighten up the place. They whitened up the place, babe. Definitely. All right. Next topic. Recently, Johnny Blaze was denied access to a middle school due to her body shape. I actually think this is horrific because at the end of the day, she was asked to come to that school. She said she was asked to come to the school. According to her video, somebody reached out to her, one of the staff at the school. They reached out to her and was like, hey, we would like for you to come talk to 11 girls. And that's like, one thing like that I do notice, like I be videos here and there. I know whenever she does tell her story, Johnny Blaze is always like willing to give back to the community. And I feel like, y'all, the state of education and the way these motherfucking kids going, if anybody want to help these kids, please let these motherfucking kids get help, boo. Don't hold them back from no type of help. All she wanted to do was talk to the girls, give them school supplies. She even brought like big ass goodie bags for them kids. It was so beautiful. And she brought them cupcakes. What celebrity? She was humble enough to come to a school and the motherfucking somebody at the school had to, I don't know who specifically, but there was a faculty member to let her know, like, you can't come in because of y'all. Hell, I'm in this whole thinking like maybe it's her, you know, they done seen what she done did on TV. Maybe they done seen her actions. But even with that, I feel like if you want to help the community, you shouldn't shy nobody away from helping the community, especially helping young black girls and young black kids, period. Baby, they told her to go away because of her shape. boo. I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy to me because that's already like attacking somebody's body. Like that girl, what the fuck? She not there. She not doing nothing inappropriate there. She is there to help kids. She is there to help children, number one. Number two, y'all, she literally had on an appropriate outfit. She had on overalls with a cute little Rugrats, little crop top tee. Like, it was not giving explicit. It was not giving crazy. It was not giving like, you know what I'm saying? It just, first of all, it don't matter what a girl have on. A nigga gonna be raunchy anyway. A bitch could have on a motherfucking choir robe. A nigga gonna be a creep ass nigga and try to shoot at her. A bitch can have on a goddamn chef's outfit. She could be dressed like Chef Boyardee, bitch, and nigga still gonna be like, ooh, that's sexy. It don't even matter. So that's why I'm like, why did the clothes matter? Because that's weird shit on their behalf. She literally was there to help them fucking kids. Another thing, I'm sure she's a lot of those kids, she's their mother's age. What the fuck you gonna do when their mamas gotta come pick them up? Do you shun their mamas away? Do you tell their mamas they can't come pick up their motherfucking kids? What you tell them? What you do? No, that's out of line. That's inappropriate, point blank, period. Like, she had every right to go to that school. And she always, even in her videos, she always talks about, I want to help young girls. I want to help them make the right path. I want to help them make the right choice. She was in that whole crying because they didn't even let her in. And she was like, I'm sure she probably gets all type of critiques and stuff on her body. Like, and she like, damn, the place I least expected it at a school where I'm trying to help little girls. Come on now. Now, usually I be understanding a lot of shit. This one, it wasn't hot, it wasn't right. She trying to help them kids and help the school. But thank God, shout out to the two teachers in the video that helped her get in that school, because it was very much so like, this was cute. This was very much so, this is how you handle that situation. They did the right thing. So it was at Cedar Grove Middle School. She put it in her IG. Yes, that was the name of the school. And so eventually she got the job done. She got to meet the girls. She got to make it happen and give them the gifts that she got them. Point blank, period. Okay. And shit, matter of fact, let me go on my little tangent. Shit like that really be pissing me off because, like I said, it's people out here that don't be giving a fuck about kids in real life. Their education, their well-being, none of that. People don't be giving a fuck. And this girl who wants to help these kids and y'all sought out for her, y'all hit her up and then told her no. Like, literally whoever hit her up seen it fit for her to come talk to the kids. And that's what little girls need. They need girls that, you know what I'm saying, that have been through certain things and to be able to look up to them. But no, y'all like her body. Out of all things, her motherfucking body. Not even her behavior on TV, her body. Like I said, the behavior on TV, she still was able to talk to the girls. But her motherfucking body, what should that say? What message are you giving as a motherfucking school to those girls, to those kids? Like, what message are you giving? It's really crazy. That really takes me out. So this next topic makes me roll my motherfucking eyes because y'all know every chance I get on here and I gotta give updates on why the 92% of black women and the whatever other percent of black men, why we deserve a motherfucking Nobel Peace Prize and rest during this whole season of bullshit during this presidency. Because for the black people, and yes, I'm saying black people, for the black and brown people that voted this man in, this is still crazy because shit like this happens. So, the National Parks removes reference to Harriet Tubman from Underground Railroad webpage. Once again, I say this every time, this man told us what the fuck he was gonna do. Y'all still did it. So now, since y'all still did it, I'm gonna remind you what you voted for. So, according to CNN, a comparison on the Wayback Machine between the webpage on January 21st and March 19th. So let me tell you, that's the time frames that they're comparing. So it says a quote from Tubman about her experience coordinating the clandestine network for slaves seeking freedom also no longer appears on the NPS page, the National Park Services page. That shit is fucking crazy because by this point, Harriet Tubman, she's definitely she led one of the brave slaves that led the Underground Railroad, like the notable one out of all of them. Shout out to all the slaves. But she's the one, who led the Underground Railroad. And sorry, Portia, if any of my girlies are out there, like my girl Portia from Real Housewives, love Portia down. But just throwing this out there, if y'all don't know, the Underground Railroad was not an actual railroad, babe. It was not an actual railroad, babe. It wasn't. It was code. It was like a code word for the secret paths and tunnels that they would take to get to freedom. So, for the icon, Harriet Tubman, the new page does not mention slavery until the third paragraph, and it cuts a reference to the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 entirely. Previously, the article started with a description of enslaved people's efforts to free themselves and the organization of the Underground Railroad after the Fugitive Slave Act. The article now starts with 2 paragraphs that emphasize the American ideals of liberty and freedom. Why would that start on that specific page when that specific page has nothing to do with liberty nor freedom? They are literally slowly trying to erase the history that we know. They're literally slowly trying to make our younger generation forget what the fuck really going on, boo. Which is why this shit is bigger. Like, this shit is bigger than what we think it is. It's really sad. Like, and the fact that, I always say this, we got enough dumbasses in the world. We do not need more. Do you hear me? Who, in that case, is going to go to my next topic. Trump aiming at the Smithsonian African American Museum. When I tell y'all I'm pissed off at this because I literally said that I haven't visited the museum, okay? And I literally want to make a trip to visit that motherfucking museum. Even though, baby, hello, we will get through this. This shit is still fucked up. Like, so according to the New Yorker, in late March, Trump issued an executive order called Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History. Its diagnosis is that there has long been among professors and curators a concerted and widespread effort to rewrite our nation's history. So on top of him, there are more educators, white educators, that want to do this, boo. It ain't just him, okay? It's not. So there are more that want to do this. And that's extremely sad because this is why we have to do stuff for us and by us. And it's up to us to learn and teach the next generation for shit like this so the narrative will not be controlled. Hello? Because we're going to get into it today. Usually we here for a great time all the time, but bitch, y'all going to learn something today. Hello? So it is spectacular. The Smithsonian is a spectacular museum, one that richly represents the story of African-American struggle, suffering, and achievement. Daily adults and school kids take in exhibits about chattel slavery and Jim Crow, Reconstruction, and civil rights movement. These are things that the kids learn about. They need to learn about. That you're in school more than you're at home with your parents during a day, especially kids. So these are things that kids usually learn more at school when it comes to education than home. And it's shit like this. They have the power to feed the next generation bullshit. And I think this is why every time I get irritated, because like, bitches really voted for that man for a stimulus check. Like, bitch, if that was really the case, bitch, that shit is sad. Y'all bitches can be pimped. I always say this. You vote for a nigga for a stimulus check, you bitches can be pimped. You go for a certain price. It don't matter how much. Bitch, it was only $1,400. Damn, you don't go to work and get that? That shit is sad. Bitch, y'all wrong. Y'all need y'all ass whooped. We need to come together. We need to educate the younger generation ourselves, we need to do more than just the bullshit that we doing now. It's really time for us to step up, especially education-wise, boo. Especially education-wise. We finna have to literally push Black education and liberation. The fuck? Girl, y'all done pissed me off. But with that being said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tea Time with Two Times. And I'm finna go get me a drink. And I'm gonna see you hoes next time.